Anuttam Gopal Prabhu, you can read
Yes,
the.
thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Chapter 89, Krishna and Arjuna retrieve a Brahmana's sons. This chapter describes how Bhrigu Muni proved the supremacy of Lord Vishnu and how Lord Krishna and Arjuna recovered the dead sons of an aggrieved Brahmana in Dwaraka. Once, long ago, on the shore of the river Saraswati, a discussion arose among a group of sages as to which of the three chief lords, Brahma, Vishnu, or Shiva, is the greatest. They deputed Bhrigu Muni to investigate the matter. Bhrigu decided to test the Lord's tolerance, for that quality is a sure sign of greatness. First, he entered the court of Lord Brahma, his father, without offering him any respect. This enraged Brahma, who suppressed his anger because Bhrigu was his son. Next, Bhrigu went to Lord Shiva, his older brother, who rose from his seat to embrace him. But Bhrigu rejected the embrace, calling Shiva a deviant heretic. Just as Shiva was about to kill Bhrigu with his trident, goddess Parvati interceded and pacified her husband. Next, Bhrigu went to Vaikuntha to test Lord Narayana. Going up to the Lord, who was lying with his head on the lap of the goddess of fortune, Bhrigu kicked his chest. But instead of becoming angry, both the Lord and his consort stood up and offered Bhrigu respects. Welcome, said the Lord. Please sit down and rest a while. Kindly forgive us, dear master, for not noticing your arrival. When Bhrigu went back to the assembly of sages and told them all that had happened, they concluded that Lord Vishnu is certainly supreme. Once in Dwaraka, a Brahmana's wife gave birth to a son who immediately died. The Brahmana took his dead son to the court of King Ugrasena and berated the king. This duplicitous, greedy enemy of Brahmanas has caused my son's death by failing to execute his duties properly. The same misfortune continued to befall the Brahmana, and each time he would bring his dead infant's body to the royal court and berate the king. When the ninth son died at birth, Arjuna happened to hear the Brahmana's complaint, and he said, My lord, I will protect your progeny, and if I fail, I will enter fire to atone for my sin. For some time later, the Brahmana's wife was about to give birth for the 10th time. When Arjuna learned of this, he went to the maternity house and enveloped it with a protective cage of arrows. Arjuna's efforts were to no avail, however, for as soon as the child was born and began to cry, it disappeared into the sky. As the Brahmana profusely derided Arjuna, the warrior set off for the abode of Yamaraja, the king of death. But Arjuna did not find the Brahmana's son there, and even after searching throughout the 14 worlds, he would find no trace of the infant. Having failed to protect the Brahmana's son, Arjuna was now intent on committing suicide by entering the sacred fire. But just as he was about to do so, Lord Krishna stopped him and said, I will show you the Brahmana's sons, so please don't despise yourself like this. Lord Krishna then took Arjuna onto his transcendental chariot, and the two of them crossed over the 7 universal islands with their 7 oceans, passed over the Loka Loka mountain range, and entered the region of dense darkness. Since the horses could not find their way, Krishna sent his blazing Sudarshana disc ahead to pierce the gloom. Gradually, they came to the water of the causal ocean, within which they found the city of Lord Mahavishnu. There they saw the 1,000-hooded serpent Ananda, and upon him lay Mahavishnu. The great Lord greeted Sri Krishna and Arjuna, saying, I brought the Brahmana's sons here simply because I wanted to see the two of you. Please continue to benefit the people in general by exemplifying religious behavior in your forms of Naranarayana Rishi. Lord Krishna and Arjuna then took the Brahmana's sons, went back to Dwaraka, and returned the infants to their father. Having directly experienced the greatness of Sri Krishna, Arjuna was amazed. He concluded that only by the Lord's mercy can a living being exhibit any power or opulence. Hare Krishna.
Very good. So, yeah. So PPT, who has the PPT? Okay, Krishna and Arjuna retrieve of Brahmana's son. Okay, there is only one slide. Yeah, only one slide is there. Then this is last chapter. Krishna and Arjuna retrieve of Brahmana's sons. So there are 2 stories in this chapter. So one is of this Bhrigu Muni testing the supremacy of the Lord. And another story is this finding of the Brahmana's sons who were actually taken one by one after immediately being born. Almost like 10 sons were taken in Dwarka, and that this happened in Dwarka, right?
It's
Sorry,
chapter 88 or 89?
Actually, it is 89, but here by mistake it is 88.
Oh, acha.
Okay.
They have.
Okay, brother.
Yes. This is chapter 89, and next is 90. So these two stories are there. Yeah, this is 90. My mistake they have written. No problem. Okay. So these two stories are very important. So what we can learn from this? So as you know the story that this great sages, they had meeting and they were thinking of who is the supreme, how to find who is the supreme, and then they appointed our Bhrigu Muni to do the testing. So Bhrigu test, that was the Bhrigu test. So Bhrigu decided to test who is the supreme, and first he went to Brahma, and then Brahma, he just didn't offer obeisances to Brahma, and he saw in his eyes the reaction. Brahma was little upset. He didn't offer me obeisances. He's my son. What is this? But he didn't show. But he understood. Oh, Brahma actually cannot be supreme. He couldn't control himself. Then he went to Lord Shiva. And in Lord Shiva, he not only mental offense, he committed verbal offense, which is he actually told Lord Shiva, you are a mendicant and your body is full of ashes. Don't come near me. You are dirty. Lord Shiva became so angry that with his Trishul he was about to kill Bhrigu. And that time Parvati came and interfered and saved Bhrigu. Then Bhrigu went to Lord Vishnu, and then Lord Vishnu there was lying on the bed, and then with his head in the lap of Lakshmi. And when Bhrigu goes, he directly kicks the Lord on the chest so hard. And the Lord doesn't become angry. Lord actually gets up and starts massaging the feet of Bhrigu and says, I am so sorry, my chest is so hard, I couldn't make my chest so soft because of my hard chest, your feet must have got hurt. By that, Bhrigu gets so shocked, and then he goes and tells to everybody, it has been proved that Lord Vishnu is the supreme. So, the first lesson we learn is, just like Prabhupada says, the greatness of a person can be estimated by
Tolerating the provoking situation. Tolerating the provoking situation. Or his ability to tolerate the provoking situations.
Yes. Greatness of a person can be estimated by his ability to tolerate provoking situations. A very great lesson for us. So Bhrigu did test based on this principle. So he was trying to see who gets provoked. So greatness of a person can be estimated by his ability to tolerate provoking situation. So for Brahma it was provoking. So he tolerated, but still it on his face it was seen. And Lord Shiva, he directly blasphemed. He gave more bigger test. Lord Shiva became very angry. And for Vishnu, he did the grossest of the test, and that was kicking him, the physical offense. First was mental, second was verbal, and third was physical. So it was most provoking. And Lord Vishnu passed it very easily. So now you may say, but Lord Vishnu, he knew already that Bhrigu is going to take test, and then he is going to come and he is going to beat me. So let me now do acting. And let him now come and kick, and then I will not get angry and I will be thus proved as God. So Lord Vishnu did acting or real?
Real, Prabhu, not acting.
But he knew, na? Did he knew or not that Bhrigu is coming or not? Did Lord Vishnu knew that Bhrigu is coming, he is going to take a test? He knew or not, Vishnu?
No, Prabhu, no.
No?
No.
But Lord is there in the Bhrigu's heart or not?
He
But
knows,
Lord,
Prabhu. He knows actually. Lord Vishnu knows. But again, he gives so much of that respect or emotion towards his devotees. Or you can say reciprocation. He
See, if you know that somebody is going to test you, and this is the test, and first person has failed, second person failed, and now he is going to test me like that. So, if you know already, then you will naturally act. Na? I will not get angry because he is testing like that. So, he knew that he is going to test. So, Lord just acted that I will not become angry. What is right? Lord knew he is going to come or he didn't know?
Prabhu, Lord gives some freedom to living beings, especially his great devotees. So Lord don't interfere and don't trace or track them also always.
Acha. Lord
So
gives freedom.
that confidence is there
Acha.
on the devotees, especially the great rishis. So there is no monitoring or policing on such sorts.
I was thinking about this. कि भगवान को तो सब पता है. He is in the heart of Bhrigu and all the sages, and he knows that he is going to come. So क्या है अभी भृगु आने वाले, he is going to kick me on the chest. So I have to just remain humble and I will pass the test of being God. But if you see, actually, why Lord is not acting? Because even after this incident happened, Lord has maintained that chinna on his chest, which is called Bhrigu Kachha. So even if you see our Balaji, Lord Balaji and Lord, that one is that Srivatsa Chinna on the chest, and on the same chest he has kept it as a decoration of a Brahmana's feet on his chest, as a decoration, as a permanent mark. This proves that Lord really respected Brahmana so much and he was not just acting. If he would be really acting, then after that incident, he would have removed that chinna from his chest. But he kept it as a permanent mark. So it's a permanent mark on his chest. One is Srivatsa chinna and one is Bhrigu Kachya, that is Bhrigu's feet on his chest. And he considers it as a decoration on his body. That means he really respects and loves Brahmanas. And he didn't take it as an insult. And he really was saying that, oh, I am so sorry, my chest was so hard that your feet must have got hurt. And he starts massaging. So that is real, not drama, because he really loves his Brahmanas. And that's why he kept that Bhrigu Kacha on his chest. Otherwise, he wouldn't have kept it. No, it is clear. So he was not, acting, although he knew that Bhrigu is going to come. So, so the ability, the greatness of a person can be estimated by his ability to tolerate provoking situation. And we should increase our this ability to tolerate provoking situations. Because in life, there will be so many provoking situations. How many of you have experience of provoking situations in your life? You can raise hand. Shivguna Krishna Prabhu raise hand. Let me see in the chat. This two devotees only have. So 3 devotees, 4. No. Everybody is raising hand. Everybody has experience of provoking situation.
Yes, not one time, bro, many times.
Many times.
Sometimes in one day,
every
many
day,
times.
Prabhu.
Every day.
Every day.
Yes.
I think nobody escapes this.
Yes. So we have to build our muscles. So Lord is teaching here that how one should be having this tolerance muscles. And one should not get easily provoked. Nowadays, people's ability to tolerate has gone very down. People cannot tolerate small things and they get immediately irritating, angry, and they are so frustrated nowadays, people. So, as a devotees, we should have this ability to tolerate provoking situations, and we should not get provoked very easily. One should maintain his calm and cool, even in great calamity, because if we get provoked, then we cannot think actually in clear terms. What should be done, what is right, what is wrong. We lose our intelligence. So that is a great ability. And if you see, even in materialist circles, this is considered a great ability to tolerate provoking situations. And if you see some of the training, these pilots, they are trained in situation how to remain cool and calm. I heard some that because when the pilot and this crew members are there, and when the plane is flying in the air and there is some disturbance, some turbulence, and some problem, if they themselves get panicked, then what will happen?
All will become fearful. Passengers will not have any hope at
Just
all.
imagine the pilot only saying, "Oh, what is this happening? I don't know." Then all the passengers will lose, and the crew members. Somebody is raising hand. Amal Arjun, you want to say something?
Yes, Prabhuji. I remember I read one book where the pilot of this Concorde plane, which crashed, no? When he knew, no, Prabhuji, many, I think 15, 20 years ago, I think.
Yes,
So when the Concorde, it was the fastest flight. So when it was, he knew that the plane is going to crash. So he called his wife from the cockpit and said, "My dear, I'm going to die in the next few seconds. Bye-bye, take care," like that. So when you told that the pilots are trained, I think Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna also talks about we have to be tolerating all kinds of situations.
Yeah.
So when we implement it, I think our life becomes more easy to deal with.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So in the material circle also, they appreciate this ability, where in provoking situation one should remain calm and think very clearly.
Yes. There is a saying, Prabhu. There is a saying: keep your head cool and your heart warm.
And your?
Keep your head cool and your heart warm. Like that, there is a saying.
Heart warm.
And I also remember Srila Prabhupada pastime, where one lady was actually asking very challenging question about Krishna consciousness, and she was not dressed properly. And Prabhupada said, you should keep your head cool and your body warm, so you should dress properly, but your head should be cool. Then only in that situation only you can understand Krishna conscious philosophy, like that.
Yeah. Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
He had
Very
one
good.
pastime.
The lady was wearing very scanty dress.
Yes.
And she was, Prabhupada said it's better to have a cool head and warm legs rather than having a warm head and cool legs. So,
thank you.
So we see in life of Prabhupada and we see in life of great devotees. Just like the Socrates example, I remember. Socrates and his wife, they had once clash, quarrel. And that day, at home of Socrates, his friend came. And this friend came and he was talking with his friend Socrates. And his wife was shouting in the background, Dad, no, you are not done this, that, you are so irresponsible. He was shouting. But Socrates was completely oblivious to it. And his friend was a little bit seeing what is happening. But he was anyway hearing him. And like that, she went on for 5 minutes speaking. But she saw that these two fellows, they are just chit-chatting and they are oblivious to my shouting. So she went up on the first floor and they were sitting on the ground floor, and she took a bucket of water. And she took bucket of water and then threw the water from above on the head of Socrates. And the water drenched the whole body of the Socrates. And his friend was shocked. My God, wife can go to such an extent. And then wife thought, now he will become angry at least than me. And Socrates was smiling and he said to his friend that till now it was thundering and now it started raining. Understood? So the wife got more frustrated that this fellow is not getting affected only. So till now he said it was thundering. The wife was thundering, shouting, and now it started raining. So his friend was amazed at how Socrates is so cool, calm. So, so like that, we see that even in actually this material circle also, people are trained like that, and they appreciate the quality of remaining cool and calm even in difficult situations when things are very critical. And so then if one gets panicked, then one cannot think clearly what to do and what not to do. So even in defense military, they also train how to remain cool. And even this Abhinandan, when he was caught, in the interview he was telling that we are trained in these things. When we are caught by the enemy and when they torture you, and these we undergo a lot of training already. So we know how to deal in this situation. So we will get completely panicked now. What to do? We are in the hands of enemy and we will reveal. So the basic thing is that one should, the greatness of a person is estimated by its ability to tolerate provoking situations. So throughout Srimad Bhagavatam also we see the life of great personalities. So we see life of Avanti Brahman. So he was so much tortured by his relatives and his neighbors and friends because throughout his life he was so conjuice and never spent. But now he's now out of business. He has no money and he's on the street and everybody is insulting. But in that also he's feeling great satisfaction, happiness, because actually he got connected with Lord in the heart. He got great realization. And then he say, Nayam jano me sukha dukkha hetu na devatatma griha karma kala mana param karanam amananti samsara chakram parivartayet. So he says that the suffering is caused not by devatas, not by one's karma, not by kala, not by griha, the grahas, different planets. The suffering is caused by only one thing.
Mind.
Mind. Mana param karanam amananti. One who can control the mind is the master. He can tolerate any provoking situation. Avanti Brahman could. And he sang such great prayers that even Mahaprabhu used to sing those prayers of Avanti Brahman. And in sannyas, when you take sannyas, that sannyas mantra is taken from Avanti Brahman's prayers. Etam cha asthaya paratmanistha adhyasitam purvatamair maharshibhi aham tarishye duranta param tamo mukundandri nishevaiva. So this is the sannyas mantra. When one takes sannyas, this mantra is given. So how many of you want sannyas in future? Nobody is raising hand. Huh? Very bold.
We all grihastas.
Huh?
We all
Yes.
grihastas, or rather grihamedis.
No. Grihastha, then Vanprastha, and then sannyas. Ultimately. So
Excuse
remember.
me, sannyas is not recommended in Kali Yuga, so.
So I am telling you the mantra well in advance in future, if you require. So this is the mantra by Avanti Brahman.
Prabhuji, there's a very nice video that has been produced by ISKCON Ujjain, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. In fact, coincidentally, yesterday only we saw that, Prabhuji. RG Media, Avanti Brahmanas that serial, very nice, Prabhuji. I think everybody should watch. It's ISKCON only in collaboration with ISKCON they have produced.
Drama.
Please share, Prabhu. Amarajan Prabhu, share that link, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, I will share the link. Yes.
Avanti Brahman. Yes. Avanti Brahman stayed in that area only? Ujjain?
He was in Ujjain? No, Prabhuji. He was Avanti Brahmana. Yes. Avantika Puri. Yes, Prabhuji. Avanti Brahmana is Avantika Puri. Ujjain. Correct. You are right.
Avanti. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Very nice serial.
Okay, fine. So, Avanti Brahman's case we see he tolerated. Then we see in case of which are the other examples who tolerated provoking situations in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Lord Shiva,
When
the Daksha Prajapati was
insulted. So Lord Shiva tolerated. He didn't say a word. He just left that place later. So he tolerated. That requires great courage to tolerate. Yes. And then any other example? Parikshit.
Rishabhadev, Prabhuji.
Rishabdev, yeah. Rishabdev, he also had similar experience like Avanti Brahman. People are passing urine and stool and spitting on him, but he was not disturbed. Completely oblivious to all that. So such amazing tolerance. Yeah.
Ambarish Maharaj, Prabhuji.
Ambarish Maharaj tolerating Durvasa's atrocities. So that is how one can distinguish who is actually devotee. But Durvas couldn't tolerate. Immediately became angry. The Ambarish Maharaj tolerated. Yeah, in Parikshit's example we see. Any other example? Who was cursed to become demon in the 6th canto? By Parvati.
Vritras, Chitraketu.
Chitraketu. Yeah, Chitraketu. He also tolerated. Prabhupada writes there. Chitraketu had the ability to curse Parvati back. But he didn't. He just tolerated, accepted as Krishna's mercy. And
Prabhuji Chitraketu also, he was giving very nice aspects about when he was talking to Mother Parvati that it is his great benediction that he got the curse from her, something like that, no, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
And then Mother Parvati felt bad about it, right?
Yeah.
Why she cursed him?
Later, Lord Shiva says, Narayana para sarve na kutaschanna bhivyati swarga apavarganarkeshu apitulyartha darshi. He says that the devotees are so glorious, whether they are in hell or heaven or in demigod body or demon body, their only business is devotional service. So Lord Shiva says to Parvati, you are proud that you are very beautiful, but the behavior of pure devotees of Lord is more beautiful than your beauty. Your beauty is nothing in front of Lord's devotees' beautiful behavior. Like that Lord Shiva says to Parvati. Yeah, then Parvati becomes ashamed. So he tolerates provoking situations. So we should actually cultivate this ability to tolerate provoking situations. And this will come in our life many times. And we should, as it is said, now we should not just to go through situation, but we should grow through the situation. We should grow, and we should grow and not just go. So once there was a sadhu who was finding a place for doing meditation, and he was not finding, and then he found one rock in the river nearby. He thought, oh, this is a good place. So he went and sat there, started doing meditation. Suddenly, one washerman came and he said, "Hey, this is my place of washing clothes. You get down." He said, "No, I came first. I want to do meditation." Then there was a fight. The sadhu also started, and he also started beating, and there fight and feast. Washerman and the sadhu. He was not getting down. He's not. And then the sadhu cried out to the Lord, "Oh Lord, please save me. I am your devotee. I am a sadhu." And then the Lord appeared there. And Lord was watching. And then Lord was seeing, and then this devotee or sadhu said to Lord, "Oh Lord, why don't you help me? Why you are just watching?" So what Lord said, "I don't know, I am not able to understand who exactly is sadhu amongst two of you." You understood that? Lord is telling, I don't know who is sadhu amongst two of you. Why Lord said like that? Why Lord must have said?
Sadhu is supposed to be tolerant.
Yeah. And this sadhu was, he was fighting. He could have gone down and went to another place. So he was also fighting back. So then Lord was thinking, who is sadhu? He was not able to help. So a sadhu means he is tolerant. There's one story of Eknath Maharaj. We had gone this time to Aurangabad and there Python. Eknath Maharaj. So he was such a great saint that once he was going to take bath in the river, and there was an envious fellow who was there. And when Eknath Maharaj took bath and came out, he spit at him on his body. And then Eknath Maharaj saw that this fellow spat. Then he went to the river and took bath again, came out. Then this fellow spat second time. And then this Eknath Maharaj went back, took bath again and came back. So like that, he spat again, he went again, took bath, he spat again. And so it went for 108 times he took bath. And after he came out, his fellow was completely transformed. And he offered obeisance and he said that I am spitting on you so many times, but you are not getting angry at all. He said, why should I get angry? Because of you, today I could take bath 108 times. So auspicious. I am grateful to you for that. That person was so shocked. Later he became his disciple. This is true story of Eknath Maharaj. So this is the ability. This is called the ability where we tolerate the provoking situations. So we see in life of great saints also this. So in our life also it will come. And by practice and practice and practice, we can build our muscles, tolerance muscles, where we should tolerate. But few things are there we should not tolerate. Just like Mahaprabhu, when Nityananda Prabhu was attacked, he didn't tolerate. So when the mission is in danger, when devotees are in danger, that time we should do something, not just tolerate everything. There are some things we can tolerate, there are some things we have to take action also. That requires some intelligence. If you see Prabhupada Lilamrit, if you read, in that, during threat against ISKCON, there is a chapter where some of the sannyasis, they were actually doing conspiracy against Prabhupada. Hmm. And when Prabhupada knew that this sannyasi, 4 or 5 sannyasi, they are conspiring against me, Prabhupada became very angry on them. Hmm. But out of compassion, what he did, actually they were not sannyasis, they were his disciples, 4 or 5 disciples in New Vrindavan, and they did some things like founder Acharya, that name they removed from Bhagavatham, and then somebody add salt in the Charnamrit which was given to Prabhupada, and a few things. You might have read that Lilamrit. So there were four disciples, senior disciples. And when Prabhupada came to know that these are the 4 who are conspiring against me, so that time we called them, 4 of them, and he gave them sannyas. These disciples, when conspiring, he gave them sannyas, and then he said that you go and preach. So they went in different directions and they preached. And Prabhupada thought that that's good. He gave sannyas. And then later when Prabhupada came to know that these same 4 now people who has got sannyas, they started preaching that Prabhupada is God. They started preaching like that. Prabhupada is God, Prabhupada is God, Prabhupada is God. And when Prabhupada came to know that they are preaching like this, then Prabhupada banished them from ISKCON. They will not be allowed in any of the temple. They are banned from ISKCON. Now there are 2 responses. Now why these 2 different responses? First was when these devotees, they were conspiring against Prabhupada, Prabhupada gave them sannyas. And when they were preaching that Prabhupada is God, Prabhupada banned them from ISKCON. Why 2 different responses? Can anybody guess? Why Prabhupada did like this? Now read like this.
A devotee would tolerate insult towards him, but not towards the Lord.
So first case was what?
First, he was giving sannyas.
Yeah. So that time.
First, he was giving sannyas. So that is to make them detached from all these material gossips. And second is, as Sanatama Gopal Prabhu said, that he can tolerate something against him, but not against the Lord. When he preached that the Prabhupada was God, he was not able to tolerate that because it is against it's offense at the lotus feet of the Lord.
Yeah, that was like mission is in danger now. People will get confused if they preach like that. So when the mission was in danger, Prabhupada banished them. But when he himself was personally insulted, he tolerated. No problem. Give them sannyas, they may get purified. So he tolerated the personal insult. But when there was a threat against ISKCON, when that wrong philosophy was being propagated, then he banished them. You tolerate, but one should not tolerate them when the mission is in danger. So that time one should take some action. So, provoking situation. So that is the first lesson. Tolerating provoking situation. So greatness of a person can be estimated by his ability to tolerate provoking situation. Tolerate. Very important word. Always remember tolerate. Most of the times problems happen when we don't tolerate. That's the first lesson. The second is one should be very careful in dealing with 3 things. One is Lord, second is Guru, and third is fire. So it is said that while doing deity worship, one should be very careful and not commit offenses, because it is like playing with the fire. Or Guru, very close to Guru. If we take them casually, then the offense can destroy us. And fire, of course, is very dangerous. So they are dealing closely with the Lord, dealing closely with Guru is like dealing closely with fire. So this Bhrigu, although he wanted to test, but he landed up in trouble. Of course, Brahma didn't do anything. Lord Shiva was able to kill. Of course, Vishnu also didn't do anything. But because of this offense, he got next birth as whom?
Jara.
Jara. As a hunter. He became the hunter, and hunter, he was like a very low class hunter. He suffered throughout his life as a hunter. And he suffered through his life, but in the end, when he shot that arrow to the Lord, and then Lord called him and he said, now your suffering has ended. And Lord sent him back home, back to Godhead, before he going back to Godhead, before Lord going. Lord sent Jara. But throughout his life he suffered because of this activity which he did. So he hitting the Lord with chest. And second thing, he got curse from whom?
Lakshmi Devi, Mother Lakshmi.
Lakshmi, what is
Mother
she curse?
Lakshmi.
She left
Mother
and
Lakshmi.
went, no, Prabhuji. She went to.
So she gave curse.
Yeah, she given curse that all these Brahmanas will be, means they will not develop spiritually, or when they will only do the rituals.
No, she cursed that I will never stay with Brahmana.
Yes.
Lakshmi. That's why Brahmanas are poor. So you hear, na? Once there was a poor Brahmana in the village. So Brahmanas, with them Lakshmi doesn't stay because she became upset with this Brahmana. Who is this Brahmana? Bhrigu. So from that time, the Brahmanas don't have Lakshmi. Ideally, should not have. So that's what the curse. So because he committed offense, he got a curse from Lakshmi also, and he got reaction also of kicking the Lord. He became a hunter and he had to suffer for one life. So one should be very
And
careful.
And even Shringi Prabhuji, Shringi, when he cursed Parishit Maharaj, the entire clan of Brahmanas, they got degraded, no Prabhuji?
Yeah. That is the fall down of Brahmanas when Shringi cursed Parikshit Maharaj. That's true. That is there, but this is also one curse of Brahmanas got because of one Brahmana's mistake. All Brahmanas got cursed that they will remain always poor. So Lakshmi said like that. And Brahmanas generally poor because Lakshmi doesn't stay at their house. So this is second. And third is, from this pastime of this Brahmana's sons. So our acharyas, now anybody will say, oh, see, Vishnu is greater than Krishna because Vishnu summoned Krishna to his abode. So who is the boss? Boss is Vishnu or Krishna?
Krishna.
But then who has summoned whom?
Undoubtedly Lord Krishna only. Undoubtedly Lord Krishna only.
But the boss summons somebody in the office, na? The boss will call his subordinate to the office. So here who called whom?
Here he did not call, no, bro. He just played a trick. So he knows the others he cannot see.
Who knows the secret? So our acharyas say that actually Lord Vishnu was so much attracted by the beauty of Lord Krishna that he wanted to take darshan of Krishna. So that's why he actually stole this voice. And he knew that Arjuna will come and then Krishna will also come. And he even all other incarnations of the Lord, they are attracted by the beauty of Lord Krishna. Krishna is so beautiful that not only living entities, not only the demigods and everybody, but even the Lord's incarnations. Lord Vishnu himself, he is eager to take darshan of the Lord. So that's what our Acharyas explain. So that's why he called. Like that. So Krishna understood. So boss is Krishna only, and beautiful is Krishna only. And that's why Vishnu wanted to take his darshan. That's why. So Krishna is so beautiful that even his own incarnations get attracted to his beauty. Not only that, Krishna is so beautiful that Krishna himself get attracted to his own beauty. When this happened?
Can you repeat your question, Prabhuji?
So Krishna is so beautiful that even he himself gets attracted to himself.
Was it during the Damodar Leela, Prabhuji, when he looks at that pillar and gets attracted? Is that one?
Not there.
One more time, Prabhu, he's seeing the floor, reflection in the floor.
That is in
And
Dwarka.
Dwarka,
In the big palace, which is
the palace.
studded with gems, jewels. So there, when he sees his own beauty in the reflection in the pillar.
There is a painting also, Prabhu, like that.
Yeah. So
EBT painting.
he feels attracted. Oh, who is this beautiful person? So he himself gets attracted. Then what to speak of Vishnu and others? They will surely get attracted. The Lord's beauty is so amazing that everybody gets attracted. So once Srila Prabhupada was in Africa, South Africa, and he was preaching there, and then all the Africans, all black, they had come there. So Prabhupada said, Lord Krishna is black. And then all these Africans, they were so happy. Oh, really? They started smiling and they felt very happy that this Krishna is black like us. Then Prabhupada said, Krishna is black, but not like you. This Krishna is black, but his black color is also very beautiful. Black and beautiful. Generally, in this world, somebody is black, then he is not considered so beautiful. But Krishna is also black, or he is Shyam, but he is beautiful also. So in Africa, once when they had opened the temple, ISKCON temple, they were worshipping Radha Krishna, and they had the deity where there is black Krishna and white Radharani. And they used to worship the Lord in Africa. And then once in Africa, there are like so many thefts and so many robbers and people, they come and just kill blindly. The daytime also they kill and go. So like that, once some robbers entered the Hare Krishna temple, and they were like almost 10, 20 with guns and weapons and everything. And then the Pujari was doing the Arati, and they all came, surrounded everybody and hands up. The Pujari, they called the Pujari and said, who are this on the altar? Two people. And then Pujari was shivering. Pujari said, he is our God, Krishna. And who is on the side? And now the Pujari was thinking what to tell. If he tells consort, they will not understand what consort is, or the internal potency, they will not understand who is Radharani. So he said she is his wife. So they were very happy. They said, wow, black man, white wife, very good. And they went away from there. It's a true story. Black man and white wife, that is very good. And then they left. So, although Lord Krishna is black, but he is still beautiful. And the whole world and the whole, even his own incarnation, he himself gets attracted to his own beauty. And we see throughout the Bhagavatam, Lord's beauty is described. Sanchintayet Bhagavatas Charanarvindam Vajrankushah Gajasaroruha Lanchanatyam Uttunga Rakta Vilasannaka Chakravala Jyotsnabhi Ahad Mahadrudayandakaram. So it is said, Lord is so beautiful that each of the limbs are described. And it is said when one meditates on Lord's beauty, then Dridayandakaram. There is so much of darkness in the heart that gets destroyed by meditating on the Lord's beauty. It is said that even when Kaliya was about to strike Lord, what is described there? When Kaliya first time sees Krishna. Do you remember Krishna book? You read? What Kaliya feels? If you read that pastime again, when Kaliya sees Krishna's beauty, he is so much attracted. First time when he sees Lord Krishna in the water, Yamuna, when he jumps, it's so beautiful, amazing. But immediately, because his envy is so much for the Lord, that envy eclipses his attraction for the Lord. But first time when he sees, he appears so beautiful, so beautiful. Kandarpakoti kamaniya vishesha shobha. There is a place in Vrindavan which is called Madan Ter. What happened in Madan Ter? Anybody knows? No. You visited Vrindavan, ne? So at Madan Ter, what happened? The place, Madan Ter, anybody remembers? No one remembers Madan Ter. So this place, Madan Ter, there's a tear, the tree is there, where Lord was doing, we're dancing with gopis there. So that time Madan, the Cupid had come there to shoot arrow. But when he saw Lord's beauty, Cupid fell down unconscious there. So that place is there. Cupid himself fell unconscious, seeing Lord's beauty. So that is called Madan Ter. How many of you visited Madan Ter? Remembers maybe. That place is there. Lord is so beautiful, so beautiful. You see behind? Hare Krishna. So Lord is...
We only remember Ter Kadamba, Prabhuji, which is almost similar. Ter
Kadam is there where Lord would
climbs a tree and he calls for his friends.
Cows, yeah.
Cows and everybody. Yeah.
It's called Madan Ter. Madan, where Madan is Cupid, he fell unconscious. So Lord's beauty attracts everybody. Even Vishnu wanted to take darshan of Lord. That's why he actually stole this voice. That is the third lesson. Okay, what are the 3 lessons we learned today?
Tolerate provoking situations, Puji. First one.
Greatness of a person can be estimated by ability to tolerate provoking situations.
So please tolerate my lectures. So I am provoking you. So please tolerate. You are tolerating. Thank you for tolerating me.
Not provoking, bro. You are enlightening us.
Day after day, week after week, you are tolerating. Thank you. Then, second.
Sister.
What is the second lesson?
You should be careful in dealing with Lord, Guru, and fire.
Be careful in dealing with Lord, Guru, and fire. Don't test them. The Bhrigu tested, but then the reaction also he got. So you should be very careful. There are 32 kind of seva aparad. You should be very careful in dealing with the deity. Guru also, you should not go too close. Some aparad, then our life is destroyed, spiritual life. And fire. Yeah. And third one. Third one. Yes, nobody.
Vishnu attraction from whom? That's what that's
Pardon?
actually the beauty of Vishnu, right? No, beauty of Krishna.
Beauty of Krishna. Krishna is so beautiful that even his own incarnations, they are attracted to the Lord. So why we should not get attached to the Lord's beauty? So we should meditate on Lord's beauty. By meditating on Lord's beauty, the darkness, Vidayandakaram, the dense darkness in the heart is destroyed. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. And hopefully that today, today Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur's appearance, I gave class today. I could have said some points from that also. But we can see from Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur's life, how in his life also there were so many provoking situations, and his ability to tolerate and face them. And this statement is very important. He used to say always, Free Bhakti Marga Eva Koti Kantakani Ruddha, means the life of a devotee is full of Koti Kantaka, thousands and millions of thorns will be there in the path of bhakti. But a devotee should never get discouraged. He should continue on the path, and day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade, and surely he will achieve perfection. But don't expect a very smooth path in bhakti. Shri Bhakti Marga Eva Koti Kantaka Niruddha, he says. The path is full of thorns, millions of thorns. One should have ability to tolerate provoking situation. Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur says this. Very nice. So today I think you also must have some special lecture on Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur's appearance.
Yesterday, Prabhu, we had yesterday. It was in Kanyadesh. It was the calendar, Middle East calendar. It was yesterday. Yesterday was fasting up to noon.
Oh, really?
Yesterday we had a short class.
Okay. We celebrated here today. Anyways, it's nice. So we can pray to Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur to give us this ability to tolerate provoking situations. So we get very much provoked by immediately provoking situation. So we should learn from Lord Vishnu here, and we can learn from great devotees like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Thank you so much. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai.
Jai.
Ki jai.
Jai.
Ki jai. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for your association and your enlightenment class. We'll all express our heartfelt gratitude to Prabhu by chanting Hare Krishna Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Kripa Sindhu Pradana
Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Srimad Bhagavatham ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bolo Chaitanya.
Jai Gaura Premanande.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Amararjan Prabhu, any announcement there?
Prabhuji, nothing. Basically, we had a call, right? 1 hour back with regard to the program on the Hala February. So I think we have to check with the devotees who are coming so that the prasadam arrangements can be made accordingly.
Yes.
So I think that is something that we can do. Maybe the next week, next Friday program, we can announce and we can get the count so that we can communicate accordingly.
Yes. And one plan is there, Prabhu. Like normally, how many devotees are coming on Friday? 50 to 60, right, Prabhu? You can say.
Yes,
average?
50 to 60. Yes.
If we arrange bus, that all these people will come Friday. That's what I feel, because we will not call all the public for registration, because we put in the Kanyadesh, there are a lot of people. So even I think we are going to involve only the devotees who are regularly attending our Friday, who are attending, because I think that's what Prakash was saying, will not have a big scale like the regular devotees. So who are coming for our Friday program, approximately we know the estimate, like approximately how much people are attending every week. So if we'll have like kind of we'll discuss that one. I think somewhere around 50, bro.
Yes, maybe we can have one bus starting from one from Salmia and one from Abu Halifa. Yes,
from
for
the
only for the Friday.
8 o'clock they should come, and then we can start like that, and we can drop them back. So that will be the plan. I think we'll discuss.
Sure. Better to assign everybody, Prabhu. So it is better. So they can register or give the name.
No. That's why you will not going to want to register because we'll discuss that. Because registration will be open in the group means there are 250, 200, 220 plus. So it is only people who are regularly coming to our satsang hall.
Okay.
That's what. So we'll see that who are coming. We'll announce next week itself that this will be our plan. Who are going to come? You have to come here by 8 o'clock and you have to give your name there itself. Before going from the hall, they should give the name in the bookstall.
Yes. Okay.
Then we know the count and we can tell them we'll announce this time you have to be here. Okay, Prabhu, Amalarji, like that, no?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
Because we are next week, no, we have program. That way everything we'll discuss in detail.
Yes, Prabhu. But class starts at 9. Initially, it was planned at 8:30, and requested that just made it 9 o'clock. So we should reach there before that. Accordingly, we have to prepare.
Yes. So next week the program will announce everything clearly. How we will arrange all these things.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can do that.
Okay.
And Anutam Prabhuji, I messaged you also. So they are also requesting that if our children can, they can do a drama on that day. So I've discussed with Himavati Mataji. So maybe the same drama that we are planning for
any of the days, 24, 25, 26.
Any of the days.
Correct. So we can discuss with Himavati Mataji, and then accordingly we can allocate 1 hour for that Prabhuji.
Friday will be preferable, Prabhu, because Friday everyone will come. Saturday, Sunday, maybe little bit it will reduce, even the family people.
Okay.
So Friday will be good.
We can inform them accordingly.
Yeah. Friday will be.
Another Prabhuji, anything you want to say?
Nothing.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.